Friday Night Smackdown tonight. Good show tonight. We got Bayley versus Natalya. We got the 6-man Intercontinental Tag Team match. We got King Corbin with Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler shockingly making their returns versus Buddy Murphy with the Mysterio family at ringside. And we got Otis and Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns and Jey Uso with Paul Heyman at ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, we got all that to go over. And we're going to go over it all right here on the YouTube channel. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brendan. This is your December the 7th, 2020 SmackDown review. Before we get started, be sure you're going on ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications. You know the deal. I got 120 subscribers right now. I'm on the road to 1,000. Let's get it up to 200. Of course, follow me on Twitter at Ingram Wrestling. Follow me on Twitch. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, go ahead. I don't mind. And also, subscribe to my channel, most importantly. So, we're going to go ahead and get started here. So, the opening segment to tonight's SmackDown, we basically got, if I can remember. Tonight's SmackDown opened up with an memorial for the legendary Pat Patterson. It was a memorial, basically. Along with every member of the roster and staff standing on the stage to pay tribute. Michael Cole welcomes us to the show and says, "Tonight we pay tribute to Patterson, a man who inspired and touched everyone around him." Patterson gets the 10-bell salute, who she introduces with a long list of accolades. Reigns, Jey Uso, Paul Heyman make their way to the ring. Roman says to Kayla that she missed a part of his introduction, that he is the reigning, defending WWE Universal Champion and the Tribal Chief. Kayla apologizes, then asked him what happened last week with Jey and Kevin Owens, and if he fears Owens. So Roman laughs and says this interview is the most relevant Kayla has and ever will be. And yet she comes in and asks him a stupid question, basically. He refuses to answer. Kayla then asks Roman, using Jey as a pawn, basically. Roman says he is not a manipulator, he is a provider. He's the head of the table. His cousin Jey is one half of the best tag team in our generation. But what he has done since, Roman says he provides Jey with opportunities to grow and then tells Heyman to deal with Braxton. Heyman tells Kayla that SmackDown has been surging in ratings because of Jey Uso and how Roman Reigns has elevated him. Oh, that's very true. Paul is quickly interrupted by Kevin Owens. Owens says he made it clear last week that he doesn't fear Reigns. And if Reigns doesn't fear him, then why wait till later tonight? Owens comes face to face with Roman and holds his arms, but Jey grabs a mic and tells Owens they run the show. So then Owens says he wasn't talking to the bus boy, he was talking to the head of the table. Owens says if Roman doesn't want to do it now, then TLC, and how about make it a TLC match? He'd love that. They could do it right now. Roman says Owens would love to go right now because that would make Owens basically more relevant than ever. But he's smarter than that, and so is Jay. They accept because they're afraid of nobody, but there is a time and a place for everything, and he's no savage. There's a lady in the ring, so he won't do it right now. Roman tells Owens to grow up. He tells Owens to grow up and then leaves with his cohorts. Now, as he's leaving, Owens says he wants Roman to know that he'll grow up when Reigns grows some balls, because it's clear to everyone right now that he's just a bitch. Reigns smiles and continues walking backstage. Later tonight, we saw a Pat Patterson tribute tag team match. That already took place on the show tonight. Bayley made her way to the ring where she would be in action after the break. So this show was starting off to a good start so far, folks. And Roman Reigns and Jey Uso should have been the beginning of the show, and it was, which was okay. I mean, they are one of the 7 most important superstars on the show. Roman Reigns the tribal chief for a reason, man. Not to mention, he is one of the best top heels that SmackDown has to offer, man. He did really good with his promo. Jey Uso did too, as well. Kevin Owens did really good with his promo. I was impressed. I was impressed with Kevin Owens, man. I really was. I mean, you gotta admit, man. Roman Reigns absolutely ripped into Caleb Braxton, man. He buried Caleb Braxton. Caleb Braxton looked like she was embarrassed. To be honest, folks, even the interviewers aren't safe with the wrath of the tribal chief as much as I'm all for this match with Kevin Owens at TLC. But it sucks that Owens has to be put in a situation to be sacrificial lamb. Honestly. So, that's all I gotta say to that. So Jey Uso's backstage with Roman Reigns, trying to justify his actions in accepting on behalf of him. Roman says it's fine, but he knows there are consequences for everything, and pats Jey on the shoulder. So we got Bayley versus Natalya, which I was not interested in watching. I would much rather watch Bayley in the ring than Natalya. I mean, let's be honest, nobody gives a shit about Natalya. I mean, seriously. Why would anybody care about Natalya? No, she's in the freaking Hart Foundation. She's in the Hart family. The Hart Dynasty. Okay, we get it. We get it, Bruce. We get it. Anyways, so here's what went down. So Bianca Belair is on commentary for this match, and it starts with a lockup. Bayley takes the wrist of Natalya and climbs through the ropes. Then back inside to twist her arm in the ropes. Then batters her with forearms. Bayley hints a stunner over the ropes that drops Natty to the floor. Then Bayley talks trash to Bianca Belair on the outside. Bayley hits a running drop kick through the corner to Natalya. Then talks more trash to Belair. This time Natty throws her into the steel steps as they head to commercial break. So, back from commercial break, back live, and Bayley is back in control of Natalya. So then Bayley looks to apply a sharpshooter, but Natty kicks her off. Bayley fires right back with a running knee, then hits a clothesline, and Natalya rolls to the corner. So then Natalya, Bret Hart's daughter. Or should I say Jimmy Hart's daughter, or whoever. But seriously, Natty attempts to roll Bayley up, but gets kicked face first into the turnbuckles. Natalya then avoids a running knee in the corner, and Natalya applies a sharpshooter, and Bayley quickly taps out. So then Bianca Belair gets up to Monk, and here's my comments and my reaction to this. My question to this was, what the fuck's going on? Who the fuck did Bayley piss off? That was my immediate questions. I mean, seriously, it was getting out of hand. It really was. The women had one of the best years than every other woman, and now, or should I say woman, and now she's losing consistently. Something's got to give here, man. Seriously. Something's got to absolutely give here, man. We cannot have Bayley wasted on TV. Nobody wants to see Bayley get completely buried and used on TV. Are you serious with this, Bruce? Give me a break. Come on, man. You should know better than to try to book Bayley like this, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, first of all, why would they even book Bayley to lose to Natalya like this? Yeah, thanks to the help of Bianca Belair. Yeah, funny. Ha 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 ha. See, this is what I call right here, folks. Typical, terrible, garbage creative booking. This had to be Bruce's doing, man. Had to be. Bruce had to be the one that wrote the show. He had to be there tonight to write that show. He had to. Man, I tell you, Bruce needs to be removed as executive, man. He is absolutely terrible at what he does as executive director. Just like Vince is terrible at what he does as chairman. I mean, it's already enough that WWE is already screwing up this Bayley and Belair feud. Oh my God. Please, don't screw up the Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens feud. That is going just fine. As we all witnessed last night. Witness Owens and Roman Reigns exchanging promos at one another. Please, Bruce, don't fuck this one up. Please. Please don't. Seriously. So, not Jay, excuse me. I was going to the what I already read. Still to come. So it says still to come that Jey Uso, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens and Otis would be happening. That would be the main event of SmackDown, which it was. A Pat Patterson tag team tribute match was up next after a commercial break. I hate these commercial breaks. They make my head spin. I'm just joking. So, they said we'd be taking a special look at Patterson's career. Now, we see tweets from WWE superstars saying goodbye to Pat Patterson. Then the incredible Frank Sinatra, My Way tribute video plays. I don't know if I said that right or not. I probably said that wrong. Knowing me. It's time for the tribute tag team match, and out comes, you know who, Daniel Bryan, Big E, and Rey Mysterio. Interestingly, Big E has his old music back and rubbed his hands in weightlifting chalk during his entrance. I thought they was going to give him a new one. I mean, man, I'm surprised by that. Anyways, the way he used to, they have the original gorgeous Intercontinental Championship that Patterson wore at ringside. So basically, we got. Let me put it up here for you all, just to remind you all here. Let me put it up here. Just a reminder of what we got. Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. All right. Said it once, I'm saying it twice. Just a reminder, folks. We got Rey Mysterio, Daniel Bryan. Well, we had Daniel Bryan and then Rey Mysterio. But, oh well. That's what it is. I'm just putting it the way I want to put it. So we got Daniel Bryan, Rey Mysterio, and Big E versus Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, I want y'all to comment your thoughts on this six-man tag team match in the section below, because I really had no comments on this match. I think the match was fantastic. I had nothing bad to say about it at all. It was an absolutely good six-man tag match, even though these six superstars are not really tag teams. But, I mean, they had to do something to pay tribute to Pat Patterson, which was nice. You know what I mean? Gotta do something every now and then to tribute some wrestler, some legend, you know what I mean? It's very important to pay tribute, especially if you're a wrestler. It's very important to pay tribute to your favorite wrestlers, your heroes who you grew up to be like, you know, who your idols are, you know, stuff like that. And you can always comment down below who your favorite WWE superstar is, because I would like to know everybody's favorite WWE superstar. Everybody that's subscribed to my channel, I would like to know your favorite WWE superstar. So comment that in the section below, or you can comment that in the live chat. Live chat is open. All right. Where is Nakamura? There he is. All right, so the six-man tag team match, folks. They started the match with Mysterio and Nakamura, and they make to lock up, but Shinsuke somehow kicks him. So then Ray grabs the back, but Nakamura elbows him and hits a shoulder. gets caught with a Uranagi. For a 2 count. Big E looks to spear Dolph through the ropes, but gets kicked back. Zayn tags in and he tosses Big E shoulder first into the ring post. So then Mysterio tags himself in and hits a sunset flip to Zayn for a near fall. Mysterio hits a flurry of offense, but Zayn catches him with a blue thunder bomb for a near fall. One of his best moves ever, man, that blue thunder bomb. I love when he hits that blue thunder bomb. It's made famous by Sami Zayn himself. Nobody else can do it better than Sami Zayn, folks. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Anyways, Ziggler and Bryan tags in. Debray drop kicks Dolph into the corner. Then delivers repeated chest kicks. Bryan puts Ziggler up top and hits a Hurricane Rana. But Dolph counters with a pinfall for 2. Bryan and Dolph trade pinfall attempts. Then Bryan delivers yes kicks to the chests and back, which is, of course, the yes kicks were made famous by Bryan, not The Miz. Don't get yourselves mixed up here. Yeah. So Ziggler ducks the final kick and hits a famouser, but Big E breaks the pin attempt. Nakamura runs in and kicks Big E out of the ring. Then Mysterio hits a springboard seated senton on Nakamura. To be honest, I'm glad Miz is not on SmackDown. I'm glad they were traded to Raw, because I don't got to see him. Okay. Mysterio dives at Shinsuke, not Shinsuke, Sami Zayn, but gets grabbed and thrown into the barricade. So then Zayn tags himself in. But Bryan didn't see, and he hits Dolph with the running knee. See that? See how I killed that, man? Anyway. Bryan goes for the cover, but Zayn runs in and rolls him up. But Bryan reverses into the Lee-Bell lock. Zayn fights and crawls to the bottom rope. Zayn catches Bryan with a drop kick at a brain buster for a near fall, but Bryan reverses the pin into a roll up and wins. That was a good roll up by Bryan. So after the match, the babyfaces regroup on the rep and form a huddle as the heels berate them from the ring. So Bryan stormed the ring and the heels run at them. You know, Bryan, Rey Mysterio, and Big E, they storm the ring, run at them, minus Dolph. They throw Zayn and Nakamura out and team up against Ziggler. Bryan hits an atomic drop and Dolph very slowly stumbles into the middle rope for Mysterio to hit the 619 and Big E to finish things with the big ending. All 3 men do the yes chant and look to the heavens. You know when you look to the heavens, you be like, R.I.P. You know, you R.I.P. somebody, you know. They die and go to heaven. You know, that kind of thing. That. Honestly, the 6-man Intercontinental Championship match was really good. Now, I didn't like the way Big E did that New Day thing, man. I'm just not a fan of that. I am so glad they separated Big E from New Day because I'm not going to lie, he did a whole lot better as a singles competitor than he was with the New Day, in my opinion. I mean, him doing that, man, is not really convincing anyone he's serious enough for a solo run. Man, at first, I thought Sami Zayn had a good run because he is doing absolutely good as a heel, man. He's one of the other top heels on this roster. He's doing good as a heel, man. He is doing the best work of his career as a heel. Same with Roman Reigns. But I gotta be honest. I gotta actually come to a breaking point on this. Alright. Honestly, since regaining the Intercontinental Championship, between not being on the show sometimes and consistently losing, man, honestly, he's had a really bad run so far. He has been losing non-consistently as Intercontinental Championship. He should be reigning as Intercontinental Championship. He should be retaining. They should be putting him in matches where he can retain as, where he can retain his Intercontinental Championship. Not putting him in matches to lose and still be Intercontinental Championship. You get what I'm saying? It kind of just doesn't really make sense to me. I hope somebody actually agrees with me on this, man. I mean, really, it just doesn't. Logic gap, Bruce. That's where you failed, preacher. Anyways. Kevin Owens is interviewed by Kayla Braxton backstage. Man, I bet she's still embarrassed by the way Roman Reigns came at her. Oh, man. She asks why he disliked Roman. Owens says it's because he used to respect and admire Roman. Because he never looked down on anyone. Or it's because of Paul Heyman or just Roman. But it's decisible. He tries to be nice to everyone in WWE because without the staff, yeah, I said it, without the staff and crew, there is no show. KO wants to call Roman an asshole, but he doesn't want to piss off Fox, so he hums it. Otis appears and he talks in plain English, saying he wants to bulldoze both Roman and Jey Uso tonight. It goes commercial break, and then we see it goes back live from commercial break. We see Sasha Banks and Carmella. Sasha Banks, Carmella continuing their feud, obviously. Yeah, I know that's not what you all wanted to see. It wasn't really what I wanted to see either. But think about it. If Sasha Banks get over Carmella, this feud might end quickly. And they might put Sasha Banks in a feud with someone else. I hope it happens to be Rhea Ripley, because Rhea Ripley needs to get the mode to SmackDown and not Raw. Please, don't put her on that Monday Night Raw roster. It's a Monday Night Raw roster looks stacked enough. We don't need to see Rhea Ripley on Monday Night Raw. We need to see her on SmackDown. That's where she needs to go. The Monday Night Raw women's roster looks the absolute worst. I mean, SmackDown women's roster looks worse too. That's why I say Rhea Ripley needs to get demoted there. So the SmackDown women's roster can, get a boost, Just look at Rhea Ripley. She's a former NXT Women's Champion and former NXT UK Women's Champion. If that doesn't tell you a lot about her, then I don't know what else it tells you. I don't know what else to tell you, honestly. So, Carmella and Sasha Banks have a sit-down interview in separation locations. Separate locations. Banks says she has something to say because Carmella has run her mouth for weeks. That is true. She really has. Banks says Carmella is not a woman. Is not woman enough to attack her face on. So now she's got her attention, and it's time they settle it. Michael Cole asks if there's a chance they're too similar, and Sasha laughs. I don't blame her. I think I laugh too. Saying, no way. I was going to say, no way, Jose. Now I'm just joking. Carmella calls her a Nicki Minaj wannabe, and Banks says she's heard it all before. Wow. Carmella couldn't come up with something better. You couldn't come up with something better for Carmella, Bruce? That's okay, because nobody gives a shit about Carmella anyway. So Banks says she trained with Carmella back in the Performance Center, and she knows she's good. She was the first woman to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. Carmella corrects her that she won the first two, but Banks says she's never got anywhere without help. But there's a reason they've never faced one-on-one. Carmella isn't on her level. Carmella says if they want to get personal, that's fine. Oh, really, Carmella? You're not on her... Carmella, oh, really? Oh, really? You say Sasha Banks is not on your level. Sasha Banks is way over your level. I don't know what you're talking about. And what have we seen you do in the ring? What have we seen you do in the ring since? Absolutely nothing, Carmella. So you cannot shit on Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks has done way better than you. And look at her. She's SmackDown Women's Champion and you're not. Woohoo. You know it, bro. Not cool. I'm sitting here like Sue Woo and I'm like, oh! What do you know? Boo-hoo, Carmella. I'm about to be like Sue Bird. Seriously. Really. But anyways, folks, you know, I'm just picking. I'm just, you know, silly as I can be sometimes. Man. Imagine that. Hey, Sasha Banks. I have a question. Can I have that? Anyways, she knows Sasha hates her because being a WWE superstar wasn't her dream. Hey, I wanted some cream. Just saying. She walked into the Performance Center and everything came neutral to her. She flew to the top of the industry and she has the whole package. And I have the staggage. I'm just joking. Banks laughs it off and says if Carmella wants it, she's got a match for the title at TLC. So that's another match confirmed from TLC right there. But she better realize she's never been in the ring with a badder bitch than her. Carmella laughs and clicks her fingers so the screen goes blank. She didn't have nothing to say then. Woo! Sasha Banks killed it with her promos, man. Man. I was just sitting there smiling like Romeo. I asked Alyssa Bliss, I said, hey, can I have your cameo? She said, no. Hey, I got an emo looking at me. And then I call her CeeLo. So, anyways, folks. Murphy makes his way to the ring alongside Aliyah, Ray, Dominik, Mysterio. He'll be in action after a commercial break. To be honest, I was not interested in watching this King Corbin versus Buddy Murphy match. This match was absolutely terrible. This is the only match I did not like on the show. Everything else was good. Outside of this right here, I didn't enjoy this. I about wanted to pick up my remote control and change the goddamn channel immediately. This feud has already started to a terrible start, man. This feud was as boring as that Goldberg versus Fiend match, because Goldberg could barely even pick up the Fiend at the Super Showdown pay-per-view. Yeah, remember that one? Man, that match didn't even last long, man. They didn't even get the Fiend a chance to do anything in that ring. This match, that's what this match feels like. Goldberg versus the Fiend. Except for that match was a little shorter, obviously. So we got WWE's, who I like to call typical garbage, King Corbin. So that's exactly who he is. Versus Murphy. Why couldn't they just kept it at Buddy Murphy instead of calling him Murphy? I don't get it. I don't get it. What was you about to call him? Eddie Murphy? Jeez. My God. I mean, I'm just saying. Just like they did with Matt Riddle. Changed his name. That was so stupid. I don't even understand why they changed Matt Riddle's name. And Riddle said, it's okay. I wanted my name like that. Man, if I had my name changed into WWE, I think I'd be pissed about that. Seriously. I really would be. Like, I would literally be pissed if I had my name changed. We got Rey Mysterio at ringside with, Dominik and the Mysterio family. I think I've already said that. If I haven't or have, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't worry, guys. I'm strong. Come on, let's run along. Anyway, we got King Corbin bringing some muscle along with him tonight to even the odds. And one of them was Murphy's old partner, after Murphy to Smackdown. Now that probably explains why Smackdown wanted Murphy. Could you imagine a Wesley Blake Murphy feud on SmackDown? Even though Murphy is not really a tag team competitor, he's a singles competitor. But just saying. Dude, I swear, if they split the Forgotten Sons, dude, SmackDown is really never gonna have no tag team in the tag team division. Every time I say something, they do something. Every time I say something, WWE does it. Well, yeah, it's Murphy's old partner, Wesley Blake, and it's Steve Kerr. Which, folks, let's be honest, the Forgotten Sons return was no shock to me. There was news months ago on the Forgotten Sons making their return to SmackDown, and the news was true. Ringside News even did a news article on this, and I read it. I saw it, so that's how I know. My sources tell me everything. They do. I got sources. Ringside News are my sources. I got other sources too. So, I get notified on what's going on. So, the match gets underway and Corbin forces Murphy into the corner and shoulders him. So then, check this out. Murphy tries to fight back Corbin. Corbin throws him. Murphy fires back and goes to the top rope where he lands a sunset flip. But Corbin doesn't fall. Instead, the King lifts Murphy and drills him with a knee to the gut. Murphy ducks a clothesline and hits a Hurricane Rana that sends Corbin out the ring. Murphy hits a running knee Or actually, let's translate that into a kick to Corbin from the apron. Then Murphy is worried of Corbin's men. He's worried. He actually he thought Corbin's men was actually going to jump him, but clearly they were targeting Rey Mysterio and Dominik and not him. Which that's probably why Murphy was worried in the first place. The distraction allows Corbin to toss Murphy over the barricade into the timekeeper's area. So then we return to find Corbin still beating Murphy in the ring. The King slides out and back in, but instead of a clothesline, he hits a full Nelson slam. On the outside of the ring, Corbin's goons, now identified as Wesley Blake and Brandon Cutler. I call him Steve Cutler because that's his character's name. That was his character name ever since he made his NXT debut. So I'm not going to call him Brandon Cutler. I'm going to call him Steve Cutler. So they both walk around to stare down the Mysterio clan. Meanwhile, Corbin mocks Rey and kicks and punches Murphy around the ring. Murphy dodges a running punch from Corbin and takes a sleeper. Corbin runs backwards, slamming Murphy into the buckles. But the, Australian holds on. He's Australian, folks. Corbin runs him into the buckles. Again, but Murphy climbs into the top rope and hits a shotgun drop kick. Murphy dodges a few punches and unleashes a flurry of offense to the King. Corbin attempts the out and in clothesline, but Murphy catches him with a leaping knee. Corbin rolls outside, and then once he did that, Murphy goes out and puts Corbin back in the ring. Then stares down the goons again. Murphy hits Corbin with an enziguri from the apron. But then Corbin's goons attack Rey and Dominik at ringside. So this gives Murphy a chance to chase them off, but slides inside and Corbin catches him with the end of days with the win. So that was it, folks. And I'm guessing you know how long this match lasted, right? It's probably about 3-4 minutes. Yeah, somewhere around there. Oh, by the way. Shotgun. I'm just messing with y'all tonight, man. I'm kind of having fun and reviewing Smackdown at the same time. You know what I mean? But seriously, folks, after this first match with Baron Corbin and Murphy, I absolutely nauseating hated this feud. And after the second one, I still hate it even more. Heck, I hated it ever since it started. You ain't gotta tell me. My God. Now, the only good thing is the Forgotten Sons return to television. Jason Riker should have been the one punished, not Wesley and Steve Cutler. Oh, you got that one right. Or should I say, I got that one right. See, because I'm a genius and I'm smart. So, the Street Profits are backstage catastrophics. Anyways, giving their impressions of tonight's show. I thought I'd just rhyme. I figured I rhyme to make it make sense. They joke about Roman thinking he's too good for everyone now, but Bobby Roode walks up. How come they're calling him Bobby Roode and not calling him Robert Roode? I think his name's still Robert Roode anyway. And says the two goofs are more concerned with other people's business than their own. Cesaro appears and says they need to know that the S-tier team on SmackDown is him and Nakamura. They argue among each other. Yeah, arguing like a bunch of you-know-who. Y'all know what I'm getting ready to say, right? Yeah. I think they're just arguing like a bunch of behemoths, basically. You know what I mean? I think that's a freaking better one to put it. Behemoths. So we got Kevin Owens, his tag team partner Otis, versus Jey Uso and the Universal Champion, one of the number one best top heels on the SmackDown men's roster. The table of SmackDown, he's the leader of SmackDown. He's the master of SmackDown, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Not to mention he was the former WWE champion. Don't forget that one. I'm in your face, folks. What are you going to do about it? So yeah, Roman Reigns versus... I'm just joking. Man, I love Roman Reigns' character though, seriously. I don't know how many times I keep saying I'm just joking, but I love to say that. Because y'all know I'm joking around, seriously. And don't worry, I'm not high. So, to those of you who think I'm high, I'm not. Some of you are probably thinking negative. Please, don't think negative. I am not those people out there on the streets. I'm not those people out there that want some beef. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's something they're going to eat. I wouldn't want no pig feet, because that'd be nasty. Anyway. So, this was our main event for SmackDown. This was a good main event match, man. I love the ending. I'm going to tell you about the ending here in a few, man. After we go over what went on with this match. So, Jey Uso comes to the ring alone. And it seems Roman wouldn't join him for a while as the consequences of his actions earlier. Jey starts against Otis, and the big man tosses him across the ring and takes his head off with a discus clothesline. Owens tags in and goes to work, but Jey whips him into the turnbuckles. So then he hits a Samoan drop. Suddenly, Roman Reigns makes his entrance alongside Heyman. Now, let me remind you all, Roman Reigns tagged in and runs across the ring to hit Otis with a Samoan punch, knocking him off the apron. Roman goes out after Otis and slams him into the announce desk, then into the ring post and besses him around ringside. Roman slams Otis into the steel steps. So then, he then takes the top off the steps and slams them into Otis' chest on the ground, over and over until Owens attacks him. So then, Jay then hits Owens with a suicide dive. So then, as they head to a commercial break. So, back from commercial break, back live, Roman Reigns is in control, beating on Kevin Owens in the ring, but makes a tag to Jay. Uso takes his anger out on Owens, beats him down to the corner. Jay backs up and looks to hit a hip attack, but Owens evades. Actually, avoids. He avoids it and retaliates with a cannonball. That was a good cannonball. He actually connected there. Roman looks angry on the apron. Owens hits a lariat and a running senton. Then looks for a pop-up powerbomb, but Jay holds onto the ropes. So then Owens kicks Jay and catches him with a DDT for a near fall. Roman looks disgusted with Jay and Owens tells him to bring it. But Roman just laughs. Jay attacks, but Owens catches him with a Samoa drop. And that really annoyed Roman. The tribal chief gets into the ring and hits Owens. Then Jay drops him with a super kick. Jay goes up top for an Uso splash, but Roman Reigns tells him to get down and make the tag, because this is his show and he wins the matches. Uso is conflicted but climbs down and moves to make the tag, but Owens punches him. Then Roman hits Jay with Owens hits Jay with a stunner. Owens covers, but Roman breaks it up. Reigns locks in the Gallaton, and for some reason, the referee just disqualifies him. So then, after the bell rings, Roman continues choking Owens until he's out and scares the referee off and tells Jay to go get some chairs. Roman and Jay then beat Owens with chairs. Jay puts his chair on Owens and climbs up top to hit an Uso splash with both men down. Roman lifts the chair and smashes Jay in the back. Roman beats Jay with the chair over and over, yelling that this is what he gets for embarrassing him and stepping over the line. Roman drags Jay over beside Owens and sits the Universal Championship on KO's chest. So then after that one, he tells both of them that they have his attention. He grabs Owens by the beard and tells him he's going to destroy his destroy his career, basically. Destroy his livelihood and make his family fear him. Reigns poses with the title above them to end the show. So that's what happens. That was the end of the show, folks. That was it for this week's SmackDown, basically. Now, my thoughts and comments on this match. To be honest, Roman Reigns is an absolute beast, man. The man beats Owens down with a chair. Beats Jey Uso down with a chair, man. He's going to take his manhood, his livelihood, and his family. That was absolutely incredible, man. Now, the only thing that made no sense here is the Gallatin on Kevin Owens. That caused the disqualification. But Reigns hitting Otis with the steps didn't. So, basically, the referee forgot the rules at the moment because he looked like a complete moron. He did, though. Seriously. He really did. No shit. He really did. He looked like an absolute idiot, man. Is he dumber or is he just a dummy? But this was a great ending to SmackDown, folks. I've got nothing else to say. So, with that being said, this is going to be the end of your December 7, 2020 SmackDown review. Now, if you all enjoyed this review, of course, hit that thumbs up. If you did not enjoy the review, of course, hit the thumbs down. That's what the thumbs down is for. Obviously. So, thank you all so much for tuning in for my review. I hope I entertained you. I hope I tried the best I can to give you the best review on this channel here. Well, that's it, folks. And don't forget, Roman Reigns versus Owens is confirmed for TLC. Sasha Banks versus Carmella is confirmed for TLC as well. We're getting that match for TLC. I already know we are. So, we're getting it. I mean, whether you all like it or not, we're getting Carmella versus Sasha Banks. I mean, if you all don't like it, I can understand. I don't blame you. But I think the Rhea Ripley and Sasha Banks feud would have been way better than the Carmella and Sasha Banks feud, in my opinion. I'm just fucking saying, dude. Now, I do have some more to say. I am probably going to be streaming on Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. I do actually want to stream on Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 tomorrow because I want to showcase 22 characters that I love on the game. I'm probably going to title that as that. More than likely. I do have an Ingram Wrestling News video that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, and it's going to be news on Mandy Rose's current status for her WWE return. So I'm going to be doing a video on that, giving the Mandy Rose fans closure as to her, giving closure as to what's going on with her status. I think it's safe to say, after tonight's SmackDown, man, I think tomorrow the viewership deserves to go up. This was a good show, man. There There was no stitches. There was no mistakes made on this show. It was good. Except for the Corbin and Mysterio feud. Of course, nobody gives a shit about that. I know I don't. Neither should you. I mean, do you know how many times we got the Murphy, Seth Rollins, and Mysterio feud? Man, oh my God. Man, it was so bad that some people probably wanted to just change the channel. Now, I got a few more things to say before I end this. Seriously, obviously. That Sasha Banks and Carmella interview, man, that was really good. It really was. Man, Sasha Banks was on point with her freaking promos, though. She looked legit. Especially when she answered Michael Cole's questions. I wonder what my buddy Justin thought of that interview, that Sasha Banks and Carmella interview. Overall, this was a good show. It deserves, the SmackDown viewership does not deserve to go to an all-time low. It deserves to go up. It absolutely does. And folks, nobody else legitimately mattered outside of Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Daniel Bryan. Everybody else legitimately did not matter on the show. Oh, Big E too. Everybody else just does not legitimately matter on this show at all. Boosting up the viewership is Roman Reigns, Jey Uso. I mean, Roman Reigns is carrying the SmackDown locker room. He is leading this show, man. The only reason why the viewership's up because of Roman Reigns. I gotta admit it. It's because of him. But folks, I'm getting out of here, man. You all have yourselves a good weekend, man. I will see you right back here with another Monday Night Raw review this Monday night. So, see you then. And I will have 2 Ingram Wrestling News videos dropping tomorrow. And I'm probably going to be, more than likely, going to be streaming some Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Thought I'd just repeat that again in case some of you didn't get it. And I may end up buying PlayStation Plus because I may end up playing Naruto online. Now, who would like to see me play Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 online? Or also, who would like to see me play Call of Duty online when I get it? I know some of you like to see me play Call of Duty. If you go back, I got 2 videos. I got 2 live stream videos of me playing Call of Duty beta, open beta, even though I wasn't on screen. Of course, obviously the game itself is on the screen. But if you go to the 2 videos, it'll show that I was playing Call of Duty open beta. It was a good game. It's a good game, man. It really is. But sometimes it can be a shitty game too. It can be. But folks, have a good day. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed this review. Again, hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, hit that thumbs down. Peace. Stay safe. Be careful out here.